We are headed up to the ER. Holy cow, I think this is the most motorcycles I've seen on one street in a long time. Hopefully he doesn't have to have his surgery today. Good afternoon, everybody. So we are headed up to the ER once again.
I feel fine, but when I breathe in, I have a sharp pain.
So he's gonna go up and make sure that his gallbladder hasn't ruptured. He talked to the surgeon's nurse today, I think.
Yeah, we had that set up, and now the surgeon's nurse said that because I'm having this pain when I breathe in into my abdomen, that they want to make sure that it's not something that needs to come out now.
Yeah, so we're headed up to the emergency room. We'll let you guys know what's going on, but Matt, yes, was supposed to go in and talk to the surgeon on Friday, this upcoming Friday, and then possibly that Monday have it taken out. So hopefully that's still the case and he's not going in for an emergency surgery today. So I'm at home right now. Matt's still up at the emergency room. He's just waiting for some testing to come back to make sure that his gallbladder is not infected. It's loud out here. Anyway, he's waiting to make sure his gallbladder isn't infected. And holy cow, it's getting louder and louder. There's motorcycles everywhere right now. And there's more. You can tell it's a Friday. Everybody's out on their bikes. Holy cow, I think this is the most motorcycles I've seen on one street in a long time. Matt is still at the emergency room. We're waiting to find out. They were gonna do some blood work on his gallbladder. Looks like it's fine. It's not his appendix or anything like that. Well, it's not fine. He has to have the surgery, but it looks like he won't have to go in for an emergency surgery today. So that's a good thing. So I came home with the kids until he's done, just making sure everything's all right. And then it looks like we will be heading into town. But I thought I'd bring Aspen outside to play, and he has been in bubble heaven out here. Alright, so I am getting ready to head back up to the hospital. Matt had to go in he had to have blood work and an ultrasound, some x-rays. So at this point, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I am gonna go up and find out what's going on with the testing now. I came back home to be with the kids so that they weren't here very long without me. I mean, Skylar's here and Tierlin and Braxton, they're all old enough, obviously, but I didn't wanna leave them for that long. I mean, it's been about 2.5 hours that he's been up in the emergency room. So anyway, I'm gonna head back to the hospital, find out what's going on with him, and then find out what's happening for this weekend, and hopefully he doesn't have to have his surgery today. Matt's in the car, he's driving, as you can see.
I am driving. They put me through lots of tests this time.
They did, and I was telling you guys, he had to have an ultrasound, blood work, x-rays. So they did say he is full of gallstones, so
cool.
Fun. Yeah. But he's doing good. So we're not sure exactly what the pain was, possibly just a pulled muscle for him.
Which could be because my shoulder has been acting up, but the thing with a bad gallbladder is it will fill it in the shoulder too.
Yeah, and they did check to make sure that he didn't have anything like blocking the duct, they said, the bile duct, so that way, because that's when it can get really bad.
Yeah,
that's when it's emergency surgery.
She told me, they prepared me for the procedure. I can't remember, they might have called it an ERC or RC something, but it's basically like if there was a stone in there, they shake it loose.
Yeah, kind of like, I guess, a kidney stone is what they would do.
But like, oh.
Yeah. So, but he's feeling better now. No pain now, right? Good.
It was just when I breathed in.
So we're gonna head into Dubuque like we were originally planning on doing, and I've got to pick up some things because our kids start back on their 6-week cycle of school this upcoming week. So, and if you're not familiar with our homeschool schedule with the kids, they go year-round and they do 6 weeks off, 6 weeks on. Don't they wish? 6 weeks off. 6 weeks on, 1 week off. So I need to get some printer ink, and then we just have to run a couple of other errands, and that's about it.
It looks like we will be doing the surgery right before the 4th of July.
Yeah, so, and he's all worried he's going to be laid up, but I think he's going to be feeling a lot better than he's thinking he will within a day or two.
I just worry because I've had my other surgery which was really funny because the x-ray girls were like talking to me, and then they took the first x-ray and all I heard was her go, "Oh my goodness." And she's like, "You weren't kidding when you said you had your back operated on." Like, no.
Yeah, and that was a really extensive surgery, you guys. So Matt's fear of surgery is it's not like it's uncalled for. But I don't think you've ever really had a really minor surgery before. I mean, no surgery is completely minor, but it's minor compared to what he had done. And I don't think he realizes how much better it's going to be within a day or two. So.
Yeah, like I was under for like 16 hours. So
yeah, so if you have had gallbladder surgery, and I'm talking like the laparoscopic, let Matt know in the comments how it went for you, because I think he needs a little bit of reassurance. All right, so I had to sit down and show you a book that I found today, and if you follow me on my Instagram, which is Christi Riverton, that is actually my author Instagram, so that's separate from our Love Jar vlogs. And I put a picture today on there of a book that I'm currently reading called The Difficult Child, and I picked this up today. This is a great read, you guys. And I'm always looking for different techniques when it comes to parenting my kids, because all kids are different. All kids have different personalities. What works for one child may not work for another. And this book is written by a doctor named Stanley Turecki. And he talks about dealing with difficult situations, basically, and what he calls difficult children, but where sometimes you can get into that headbutting situation, or where a parent might feel helpless in a situation and not know how to deal with a behavior. And I think when it comes to parenting, there's a lot of times that we can get into situations where maybe it's over something like brushing their teeth or cleaning their room or something like that, bedtime, all sorts of things. And he goes into different ways to deal with situations like that, where it doesn't have to be such a fight, and how you can different techniques you can use to handle those situations. And so I just wanted to show you guys, because I love it when I find a great read, period, but especially on parenting. And this book, The Difficult Child, is really, really an awesome book. I found some great information in here, some great parenting tips. And I mean, he talks about, in the cover it says, you know, new chapters on ADHD and the latest medications for childhood problems. That is not what this book's about. It's not about like medicating children or anything like that, but because he's a doctor, he does talk about underlying issues for some children, and if that's the case, that you should talk to your family doctor and stuff. And so he goes into that as well. But this has great parenting tips for all different ages, from infancy up to older children as well. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys, because anytime I find something that helps with parenting, I want to share it with you guys, because I know I love it when people share those things with me, because I'm always looking for new ways to be able to be a less reactive parent when it comes to my own children. So just a thought that I'd share with you guys tonight. Great read, great book, and I've been diving into it. I've got it bookmarked and highlighted on the pages that I really liked. So it's definitely a read to check out. I think it's a little bit older book, but you can probably still find the title on Amazon.